What's going on, people? It's Bonnie-tastic here. Today we're going to be covering the second set in this series. We're looking at Moon Base or Moon Collection, also released the 9th of December 2016, the same day as Sun, but this set is far superior. We're going to be talking about it today. We're going to rank it in the same 5 categories, divide that by 5 to give us a final score, and then we're going to rank it on our tier list. But yeah, this one's a bit more interesting than Sun, I'll be honest. This one's got a lot more to talk about, and I was searching for it from the end of 2019 until the end of 2021 when one popped up on eBay, and luckily I bought it instantly. The person listed it, I think, for like £95, something like that. One of the best purchases of my life in terms of modern Pokemon, because obviously this box has come such a long way. If you've ever seen on Instagram the buy list prices for that booster box right there, insane. So the first category in this video is box rarity, and honestly, you've just heard my story. I'm gonna have to give this a 10 out of 10. This was so difficult to get. This and SM4 Plus, good luck. Like if you're going after a master set, those two are a nightmare. But one thing I can say is that in my experience on Instagram and YouTube, I've never seen anyone with lots of this box. I've never seen anyone with more than one of this box at a time. I've never seen a case of them. I've never seen, I think that because that chase card is so desirable, especially in Japan, where these boxes come from, I feel like most of them must have got ripped. I mean, if there were, because this is so expensive, this box, if someone was sitting on hundreds of them, surely they would auction them every so often, or they would just like flex them on Instagram or whatever, but you just don't see that, which makes me think people have really ripped this box to shit, and there's just not as many left as we might hope. The next category in this video is box art, pack art, and I would say it's pretty average. I'll be real, it's nothing special. The background's very plain. Lunala obviously has to feature on it because this is Lunala's set, but this isn't a very popular Pokemon. I can't give this like a really high score. It'd be nice to have had some more details in the background, some more stars, some Pokemon flying around. It's just very plain. I'm gonna just have to give it the same score I gave Sun, give it a 6 out of 10. Because it's not ugly, but it's just nothing special. The card artworks in this set are surprisingly quite nice. They're actually a lot better than Sun. We've got artworks from Kamiya, we've got artworks from Uyama, who rarely ever makes cards. We've got a really nice Dragonite line. I'll show you all of these cards on screen right now. But the Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, they all have different art styles, but they all look great. My least favorite card in this set, I'm gonna have to give that to Boldore. What an ugly fucking card. I hate this card. It makes me angry, I don't like it, go away. I mean, the set overall has a lot better artwork than Sun, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's just that Boldore letting it down. If they got rid of that Boldore, I'd give it a 7. Now, the cohesiveness of this set, the identity of this set, is it obvious that these cards come from Moon? For me, in my opinion, no, it's not that obvious. But then they also don't look like they've been ripped from random sets. They kind of go together. They're not like out of place, but they're also not really themed. So I'm gonna give it just an average 5 out of 10, which is actually slightly lower than Sun's. I felt like Sun's, some of the Pokemon belonged more in that set. With Moon, it's kind of a bit more of a random selection in my opinion, but nothing feels that out of place. This segment should be interesting, the final segment of chase card desirability, because this set holds one of the most desirable modern cards possible. Lily is loved by collectors all over the world, but especially in Japan. They really idolize Lily. They are obsessed with Lily. Not all of Japanese collectors, but there's a lot of serious Japanese collectors that put Lily like right at the top of the mountain, and that is their chase. I mean, the extra battle day Lily, what's that worth? Like 50 grand or something? It's ridiculous. And failing that, like say if you open the box and you don't hit that card, you've got an Umbreon GX full art, which is also relatively valuable. Very, very popular Pokemon Umbreon. And failing that, you've got the Rainbow Umbreon GX full art. So there are 3 really, really strong hits in this set, but I can't give it a 10 out of 10 for chase card desirability because there are other cards in the set that hold it back. If you were to open this box and you were to get a Tauros GX full art, and that was your big hit of the box, and it was off center, I mean, that card's probably worth $3. Like you would be pissed. You paid $1,500 and you got $3 to show for it. So I can't give this set a 10 out of 10 for chase card desirability. The expected value is all over the place. You could get, a serious like shit dud card, or you could get really, really lucky. You won the lottery type card. So, I'm gonna have to give it an 8 out of 10. If we're looking at the GX cards, we've got Tauros GX, we've got Lurantis GX, Lunala GX, then obviously you've got your Umbreon GX, you know, the card, one of the cards you want to hit. But Lily is the main card you want to hit. Lily is the reason why this box is rare. Lily is the reason why this box is expensive. So yeah, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 overall. If you think that's wrong, if you think I should give it a 10 out of 10, still let me know. I'm just thinking about like what happens if you pull that Lurantis? What happens if you pull that Lunala? Like, you're pissed. You are pissed, and you know, it's a very real possibility you're going to pull those. So let's work out the final score for this set. We're going to look at the 5 categories. We had a 10, a 6, a 6.5, a 5, and an 8. That amount divided by 5 gives an overall final score of 7.1 out of 10, which I think is fair, because while it has some of the biggest hits in Modern, it's also got some duds, and we've got to look at the honest expected value here. If you do hit the duds, you've lost so much money, and we can't give it an A or an S tier because, you know, that's just, we're saving the A and S tiers for later on in this generation. We've got some really, really good sets coming. This set is a B tier set. I'm confident in saying that because it's a lot better than Sun, which is a C tier. Sun got 5.6 out of 10. This got 7.1 out of 10. I just think that's a very mature answer. I think it makes sense. We're not getting blinded by the Lily. We're not getting blinded by Umbreon here. We're keeping it real. 7.1 out of 10, B tier, Moon. What do you think? Is that too low? Is that too high? I'm not ignoring the Lily and Umbreon. I know that they're very expensive, important cards, but you know, we're looking at all of the set. We're looking at the fact that it also doesn't have any alternate arts. We're looking at the fact that if you don't hit Lily and Umbreon, you are screwed. So I think that 7.1 is very fair. Do you think that this box is overpriced? I really want to know what you think has happened to all these boxes of Moon, because it genuinely is a hard set to find. If you look it up yourself right now, you'll see a lot less of this set compared to other sets in Gen 7. So that'll do for SM1m Moon. That's me covering pretty much all of the important categories, mentioning all of the chase cards, the worst and best aspects of the set. Next set we're going to be covering is SM1 plus Strengthening Pack, so please, if you're watching this in the future, check out that video. If you're watching this today, that will be up at some point soon. It's a weird set. It's kind of like a mix of Sun and Moon, I believe. It's like a reprint set. Doesn't really need to exist, but it does exist, so we're going to talk about it. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you did. Please subscribe if you want to see more of these type of analysis videos. I have a whole sheet of every single set ever and an analysis of them, all scores, everything. So I've really got this down on a scientific level, and I want to share this with you guys because no one else seems to be doing this sort of stuff.